Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Yarnciful blog. My name is Carrie, also known as Yarnciful. You can find me on Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram now as Yarnciful, and show notes for the blog will be at yarnciful.co.uk. Welcome back to returning viewers, thank you for joining me again, and hello to anybody who's new. I hope that you enjoy watching. So, right, what's been happening? Now, I didn't record last week. I actually let me think, I think it was the Tuesday of that week. Yeah, I think it was the day before my birthday. I bit into a Granny Smith's apple and managed to break my front tooth. Literally, like, sheared it straight off near the root. So you'll have to forgive, I've got a little bit of a weird lisp thing going on at the moment. It's been cemented back in temporarily, and then I've got an appointment on this coming Friday to see what they can do. So I'm not promising that I will record next week. It depends on what they do and how traumatic it is. I'm not great with the dentist. Well, I mean, I don't think many people are great with the dentist. It's not exactly something that you enjoy going and doing, is it? But yeah, it will depend on how much trauma I've been through as to whether I record. But fingers crossed, if I don't record on Friday, I'll perhaps try and give it a go beginning of the week instead. And I'm really hoping it's not too traumatic, because I am out on the Sunday with the people that I used to work with. We're having a Christmas get together, so I'm really hoping that I'm not too battered for that. But yeah, so that was fun. Only I could do it. An apple a day. Rubbish. Rubbish. Apple a day causes trauma. Granny Smith's apples are now banned from this house completely, I've decided. I don't mind the rosy ones, the skins aren't quite so tough, but those Granny Smith's ones, yeah, they're pretty lethal in my opinion. So yeah, great fun. Never mind. What else did we do? Oh, we went on a little mini break. I don't know whether I mentioned, I made my best friend's wedding dress earlier in the year. She got married in May, and they got us a breakaway in the Lake District for 2 nights in a lovely hotel. I have to say, it was really, really nice. The staff were absolutely fabulous, and the food was great as well, and it was really reasonable. The food and that was really reasonably priced. It was the Ennerdale Country House Hotel for anybody who's interested, and we had a lovely suite, 4-poster bed and a nice dressing table, and really, really nice. French doors that opened out onto the gardens, which are lovely, despite the fact it was raining and windy and that. Yeah, it was really, really nice. Huge corner bath with jets and things in it, so yeah, it was fab. We really, really enjoyed ourselves. But yeah, we were up there, we went up Thursday and we got back yesterday, and as we were leaving it was starting to flood. I don't know if anybody's seen, they've had Storm Desmond hit, and it's, looking at the news, it's been absolutely devastated up there. I mean, we were in Keswick on Friday and they actually evacuated Keswick, I think it was yesterday. It was so bad. I mean, it was starting, like I say, as we were coming back, because we were actually, I'd planned, I was so excited. I was virtually bouncing around the inside of the car that we decided on the way back we were going to drive the southern way around the Lake District and then just head to Kendal so that I could go to Williams Walls. Really, really excited about it. And then we got to the turn off and there'd been an accident, which, I mean, I get the feeling it was a horrible accident, and the traffic was backed up and there was a lot of ambulances making their way to it. So yeah, my thoughts are with anybody that was involved in that, and I do hope that people were okay. But we couldn't get off at that junction, and then we thought about taking, there's a little road that you can take and then an A road up to Kendal, but that was starting to flood. So yeah, we left it. Yes, awful up there. Really, really, my thoughts are with everybody, especially when we were in Keswick, there was a really lovely guy. We went and grabbed a bite to eat from a little snack van by the car park, and I hope that everything was okay for him. I really do, because he was genuinely a really nice chap. We were talking to him for a while. So yeah, everybody spare a thought for the poor people who are suffering because of this damned storm. But it did, the rain was pretty torrential. I mean, we didn't even take a huge number of photographs because we spent most of the time in the car hiding from the rain. I'll put a couple in at the end of Chloe on her holidays because she enjoyed herself. It's a dog-friendly hotel. Yeah, it was lovely, but now I feel like, oh God, those poor people, poor people. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Consequently, don't have any stash enhancement because we didn't go to the damned wool shop. Then my husband, to cheer me up on the way back, we said, right, we'll stop at Stash in Chester. You know I got on about Stash. So came off the motorway, and instead of heading towards where we live, we headed into Chester, got to Stash, and it's shut. And I mean, it's shut. She is still selling online, but from I think it was the 6th of last month, apparently, because I had a quick look at the Facebook page to see what was going on. Yeah, the actual walk-in shop is no more. So it's left me pretty yarnless around here. I mean, we've got our local wool shop, which is okay, but they don't have much space, unfortunately, and it's not, you never get any sort of artisan, indie dyers, anything like that. It's very much your standard fare. And the needle selection, they do stock some Knit Pro needles, but I mean, Stash had all of them, kind of thing. So yeah, I was really gutted. Gutted to the point where I actually said, right, well, I'll go and have a look in Hobbycraft because it's not far away, and see what they do there. And it was yeah, funnily enough, a few people walking forlornly around the knitting section, so I'm wondering if they're in exactly the same boat, that they discovered that they've lost their local stop-off point for yarn. So yeah, so if anybody from Stash ever sees this, I am devastated that you have gone, but thank you very much for having such a lovely yarn shop for all these years. But yeah, so if anybody knows, I am in the very northeast of Wales, Wrexham for the moment. We will be moving up towards sort of Winsford, Northwich way in the new year. If anybody knows of any little gems of yarn shops around here that I don't know about, then I would bite your hand off to hear about them, literally. Because I think other than that, it's a fair distance. I mean, we're quite lucky in that we've got Collinette, not that far away, the factory shop, but they're so expensive. They are quite dear. I mean, it's beautiful yarn, and you do get what you pay for, but I always feel a little bit like, well, I could buy Collinette, or for less than that, I could buy something from an indie dyer, or I could buy some handspun, I think, just about. So yeah, I'm always a little bit reluctant with them. Yeah, Devoed, never mind, can't be helped. I'm sure she had her reasons. So yes, knitting wise, what have I been up to? So what to show you first? I will show you Zanzibar. Didn't pick it up while we were away, didn't have a chance. We're just kind of mooching about, really. I mean, I'm saying I didn't have a chance, I probably could have, but it was just too lovely up there, and we just sort of spent our time looking around rather than anything else. So Zanzibar by Kieran Foley. Oh, let me just move the armband so that you can see it properly. Sorry for the rustling. So yeah, Zanzibar, love it, absolutely love it, loving knitting it as well. And it is knitted in, for those who haven't seen, look at the dog hair on that. Seriously, I don't even know how this happens. I really don't. The only thing I can think of is that the bag must contain dog hair, but never mind. So they're both by Shopple think it's Shuffle, yeah. Yeah, so this is Admiral, and the colour is, oh, where are you? Oh, goodness me, so disorganised. Vetched, I think that's what it's called. I know it was a berry, no, not a berry, sorry, a fruit, soft fruit of the plum type family thing. So that is my contrast colour, and then I've had the main colour is dog hair. Seriously, it looks, I don't know if you can see it, it looks like mohair at the moment. It is a Zorba ball, and this was Frisch, I think. Frisch Fish. You know I'm not pronouncing that right, and my talky tooth thing isn't helping either. So those are the yarns, and I have made some progress, finally. Progress that I'm happy with, I should say, finally. Get the yarns out of the way. There we go. And it's a little bit, I've still got these little woolly nipples going on because it hasn't been blocked. I hope you can see that. Hold it in front of my face, then you stand a good chance, don't you? So yeah, that is the, and you've got the edge has got these little pointed edging, and I'll show you the reverse. Beautiful, love it. Love knitting in this Zorba ball as well. So yeah, dead shaft. I'm trying to stretch it out a little bit. I don't think I can stretch it in both directions at the same time is the problem. So yeah, loving it. Highly recommend it, really do. Want to get some more done on that now, but I've been doing some sort of winter knitting. So I have cast on, I haven't brought it up to show you as well, I have cast on the Bakery Bears handbrake cowl as well for my husband for Christmas, but I know that he may well watch this and he knows he's getting it, but I don't want him to see it, so I haven't brought it to show. I'll bring it up to show once it's done at Christmas time probably. Other work in progress I have is, now then, I think I mentioned this, it's the Frisky Reindeer pattern. It's knitted, it's the, we call them pirate's hat, but then you substitute Frisky Reindeers, if you can see that, for the chart that's in it. And I am knitting it in, it is Jarrell Shetland Mist DK, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. It's just from the local yarn shop, and they are shades 1 and 5. And I'll show you the yarns. So we've got a cream colour and a blue, influenced by the version that Andy of Andre Sunit's knitted that she showed the other week. So those are yarns, and my progress. I decided, because I think it's stranded the original, but I decided to double knit. So that's the, what will probably be the main side, and then blue side. So I've just finished the bottom band. I'm about to move on to the actual trees and Frisky Reindeer. And it's lovely, it's nice. I haven't done any double knitting in donkey's years, absolutely ages and ages ago. So it's quite nice. I'd forgotten how long it takes because of course you're knitting every stitch twice essentially. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. So this was the one I took. I think I'd done up to that white line before we went, and then this is what I was doing just in the evenings when we were sitting waiting to go through for dinner. So yeah, that is my other work in progress. I don't think I've got anything else other than the handbrake cowl, as I mentioned, in progress at the moment. I'm kind of trying to, oh, and my socks, I should have brought those up. I've only done a couple of repeats. But yeah, I'm trying to sort of, because I'm not a monogamous, damn tooth, monogamous knitter, I've been trying to sort of pare down my projects a little bit, because I know there's a few things that I want to start. I thought I really needed to actually get some stuff finished before I cast anything else on. So yeah, that's my works in progress. Oh, I do have a finished object. Excuse me, sorry. So the purple gradient handspun that I had finished, yeah, I had finished it last episode. It had just come off soak, hadn't it? So I knitted this, hope you can see, a little bit as well so you can see the bottom. So it's just a mitered scarfy shawl thing, and I did actually tackle a picot bind off again. So, but I decided that it would look good on this, and then I've got a real thing for tassels, so I did a little tassel on the end, and it's just a little one. You know, I didn't have a huge amount of fibre, but yeah, it's just a little neck shawlette scarfy thing. It's not on properly, but yeah, so I am pleased, really pleased. I love it. Wore it when we were up in the lakes. So yeah, that is my finished object. And I think that is all I have to show you. So yeah, that is it. Any planned projects for the week? No, I think it's just work on the cowl and my hat and scarf that I'm on. I might do a little bit of sewing. Machine is out because I had to take up some jeans for my husband. So yeah, I've done sewing, but it was really boring sewing. Not that I mind doing it, but it's not what you'd call interesting. Oh, I did bring up, because we'd been away, so it had been dug out anyway to go shopping. Shopping, on holiday even. God, seriously, I'm not sure which is worse, my tooth or my brain not being in gear. This is a little coat that I made for Chloe a while ago, which she's been wearing in the Lake District while we were up there, and I just thought I'd bring it to show, seeing as I got it out. So it's my own pattern. There's her little armholes, bless her. Really cute. I'll show you the inside. It's probably, yeah, it's got mud and all sorts on it. It's little velvet lined, my little label in there, which is just handy for holding it up, and then it's got a hole for a harness to come through so that she can not run away, basically. But yeah, so that's, ooh, thread come from somewhere. That's a previous project, and then this is just some marabou edging stitched onto the hood. I think that was hand stitched on. Like I say, it was a while ago now, but yeah, I just thought I'd show it because I think it's a really cute little doggy coat, and she looks so posh in it, especially when she's got the hood up and her little face is peering from the front there. So, and it's just, it was from Dunelm Mill, one of their bags of scrap fabrics. I got this blue and this brocade in, so they're upholstery fabrics, and then the marabou was just some that I'd got knocking about, which happened to be the perfect colour. And then buttons, I think I picked up the buttons, they were carded in a second-hand shop. So yeah, just a little vintagey coat with a little collar on it as well, and she's got little buttons on the edges of the collar. So I should make her some more stuff really, I haven't made her anything in a while. So yes, I hope everybody's well. Sorry about that, yeah, again the camera cut out. I'm trying to think what I was talking about, what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, Christmas. I was wondering how everybody's Christmas preparations were doing because, you know, not to blow my own trumpet or anything, and anybody who knows me, please make sure you're sitting down, please make sure you're hanging on to something, preferably lie on the floor. I've finished my Christmas shopping. Never happens. Anybody who knows me will know that Christmas Eve, late Christmas Eve, I'm normally running around like an absolute moron trying to buy all the things that I've had planned for weeks. I've known exactly what I'm getting, but I always leave it till the last minute. No, I'm done, and nobody is more surprised than me. It actually didn't occur to me. I was in a shop, God, it's about a week ago now, I think. Yeah, I've been done for that long. And somebody said to me, the person behind the till said, oh, have you started your Christmas shopping yet? And I said, oh, I finished. And I thought, oh my God, I've finished. So yeah, and when I say finished, I mean, I've got the wrapping paper, I've got the ribbon, I've got all of the presents, the things that I've ordered offline have all arrived. I'm actually done. It does leave me with an ominous feeling that there's something really, really important that I've forgotten. So I may well end up running around like a moron on Christmas Eve yet, touch wood. But yeah, I'm done. What do I do now? I don't know. Other than Christmas knitting, obviously. But yeah, all of the bought stuff is bought, sat in bags over there, waiting to be wrapped. So yeah, love to know how everybody else is doing. I'll make a thread in the Ravelry group. I'll put a link to the Ravelry group, but we do have a Ravelry group, by the way. I'll put a link below, and there will also be one on the show notes at yarnciful.co.uk, and I will link to everything else that I've spoken about on there as well. So yeah, I would love to know how everybody's doing. I'm wondering if it's just me. I'm wondering if everybody is just that little bit more on the ball this year. I have wondered whether the difference, I only finished working in retail earlier this year, and normally Christmas preparations in retail start so early. I mean, when I was on fragrance and makeup, because obviously fragrance gift sets are a big deal for Christmas, we'd get through Easter and I'd already be starting to make notes, planning my well, it was plan of attack basically for the Christmas season. So yeah, it starts so early in retail, and by the time you get home from work, or by the time you finish work, the last thing you really want to think about doing is going and shopping, because you've just spent all day in a shop. So I don't know whether that's the difference, or like I say, I don't know whether I'm just more on the ball this year. I don't know whether it's to do with the fact that the Christmas stuff does go on sale so early that you get so much longer to actually do your Christmas shopping. But yeah, absolutely amazed. It never happens. It's literally never ever happened before that I've been this, well, all organised. I was going to say this organised, but that implies there's a certain level of organisation involved every year, and there just isn't. There's lists. There's no plans around the lists at all. There's just lists, sort of thing. So yeah, let me know how you're doing. That would be great. I'm absolutely flabbergasted, I really am. And I think my husband's particularly shocked, because yeah, he's normally the one driving me around on Christmas Eve and being at the nasty end of my stress, because I do get stressed out. And I know every year it's been that. It's like, I know that I'm going to end up so stressed out, and I know that I'm going to be panicking, and yet it never makes me be more organised or anything. So yeah, awesome. getting proper excited now as well. I think that's the problem. I'm going to be bouncing around for the next couple of weeks sort of thing, like, oh, Christmas. So yeah, awesome. I think that's it, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one because with my tooth, I mean the first sort of week and a bit while my tooth was actually sheared off and I had a gap in the front, I basically hid away from the world completely. And then I had it done, and like I say, we've been away, so that's kind of all that we've done, is hidden and been away. And while I had my tooth, I just didn't really feel like doing much. I wasted a lot of time on The Sims. Origin had a sale on, and I got the Get to Work expansion for The Sims 4. So yeah, a lot of time went on that week. So thank you for joining me. I hope that everybody has a really lovely week, and I would love to hear from people, so please comment away, like, subscribe, head over to the Ravelry group, join me on Facebook, just get in touch would be nice, and let me know how you're doing. And once again, yeah, if anybody knows of any little gems of yarn shops within reasonable travelling distance, I don't mind travelling a ways to a yarn shop of the sort of northeast Wales area, then I would desperately like some input on that, because I'm at a real loss now as to where to go and look at yarns. I know you can order online, but it's not the same. I want to actually squish them and see them in person and that, so yes, feeling a little bit oh woe is me on the yarn front, unfortunately. Never mind. So take care, thank you very much again for joining me, and tooth being well, I will see you next weekend, and failing that I will get an episode in as soon as I can afterwards. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure what's going on yet. So I shall catch you next time. Bye everyone. Quick note, don't know if anybody noticed, got through an entire episode without banging my elbow on this damn table. Makes a change. I'm surprised I haven't got a permanent bruise. So never mind. Anyway, take care, bye bye.